Okay, think about this for a second. What if I told you there's a hidden power in something you do over 20,000 times a day, completely on autopilot? Well, today, we're going to explore an ancient science that says your very breath holds the key to changing your life.
It sounds like a pretty bold claim, right? But according to an ancient practice called Swara Vigyan, the science of breath, this isn't just some possibility. It's more like a built-in feature of your operating system that most of us, well, we've just forgotten how to access it. So let's start by reframing this simple act of breathing. It's not just an automatic function. It's a powerful, untapped force. Most of us never give our breath a second thought. It just happens. But what if every single inhale and exhale held a kind of code? This isn't some new age wellness trend, by the way. It's a very old science called Swara Vigyan, which basically translates to the science of the cosmic breath. The core idea is that our personal breath is a little mirror of the universe's energy. And if we can understand its rhythm, we can get in sync with that cosmic flow. So how do we actually access this code? Well, the instructions are all laid out in an ancient text called the Shiva Swaradhaya, and it's going to be our guide for this journey inward. At its heart, Swara Vigyan teaches that our breath isn't just one thing. It's constantly moving through these subtle energy channels in our body called nadis. You can think of it like a river with different currents, and each one of those currents connects our own personal energy to the huge, vast ocean of the universe. In fact, imagine these nadis like an internal highway system. Seriously, there's a left lane, a right lane, and then this central express lane. Each one carries a totally different type of energy, and we are constantly and unconsciously switching between them all day long. And this is where it gets really fascinating. These two main channels, the left and the right, represent this fundamental duality inside all of us. The left nostril, or Ida, that's our lunar channel. It's cooling, it's creative, it's introspective. The right nostril, Pingala, is our solar channel. It's heating, action-oriented, and physical. It's like one is for dreaming up the masterpiece, and the other is for actually picking up the brush and painting it. And get this is the mind-blowing part. This isn't something you have to force. Your body is already doing this, switching dominance between these two channels roughly an hour or so. This means your energy is naturally shifting between an intuitive, creative state and a dynamic, logical one. You ever wonder why you feel super creative at certain times of the day and ready to take on the world at others? Yeah, this could literally be why. So what this shows is the hidden rhythm, the secret beat that's governing your entire day. You're constantly flowing from a more mental and creative state to a more physical and action-oriented one. And then, in those brief moments right in between, there's this point of perfect balance, a state of just pure potential. Okay, so we've got the theory down. Let's get practical. How can you actually start using this ancient code, like today? You can tap into this rhythm with a super simple practice the moment you wake up. First, before you even get out of bed, just observe your breath. That's it. Then gently check which nostril feels more open, which one has more airflow. Finally, align your first action of the day with that energy. It's a 3-step conversation with your body that takes, less than a minute? And this is your practical cheat sheet. Seriously, think of this as knowing exactly which tool to pull out of the toolbox for which job. Need to focus on a spreadsheet or brainstorm some new ideas? That's left nostril work. About to give a big presentation or hit the gym? That's right nostril territory. It's all about working with your body's natural energy, not fighting against it. But okay, what if your dominant nostril doesn't match the task at hand? What if you need to be in action mode, but your body is in creative mode? The ancient texts offer this surprisingly simple solution. A hack, really. To activate your right, action-oriented nostril, you just lie on your left side for a few minutes. That's it. Your body will naturally redirect the flow of breath. It's like a manual override for your entire energy system. So why does any of this matter? What's the real treasure at the end of this journey? What's the payoff? Well, when you consciously start to work with your breath, you're doing so much more than just breathing. You're directing what the yogis call prana. Think of prana as the vital life force, the fundamental electricity that powers everything you think, feel, and do. Swara Vigyan is the art of becoming the master electrician of your own energy. And the rewards of mastering this energy are, they're profound. We're not just talking about one little thing here. We're talking about a transformation that touches every single part of your life, from feeling less stressed and more focused at work, to having more physical energy, to making decisions with way more clarity and confidence. Ultimately, what the ancient scriptures are really getting at is that by tuning into your own breath, your own little personal rhythm, you are tapping into the rhythm of the cosmos itself. It's about moving from a state of resistance to a state of flow and aligning your small personal world with that grand universal dance.
All right, we've covered a lot, the why, the what, and the how. So for our final section, let's bring it all home.
It all comes down to this. By paying attention to the simple, subtle flow of air in and out of your body, you shift from being a passenger on the unpredictable ride of your moods and energy levels to being the pilot, consciously steering your own experience of life. And that's the ultimate takeaway. Every single breath is an opportunity. It's a choice to consciously create the state of mind and the state of body you desire. So the question isn't just if you'll breathe, but with your very next breath, how will you use it?